What's up, good people? Welcome to episode 6 of the Talk of the Shore. I'm one of your hosts, Ralan Wardlaw.
And I'm Langston Frazier. Welcome back. Yo, another episode.
I just got off the road, so Langston, you gotta help me.
We're gonna
keep my energy up. Keep my energy up. Maybe our guest will keep my energy up. We'll get to her.
In
a little while, but you know how we start this thing off.
Yo, we like the facts. It's Black History Month. I got another fact for you with our HBCU fact of the day.
And remember, everybody, we got that extra day this year.
Hey.
Leap year. Shout out to leap year. Sorry,
and before we even get to the HBCU fact today, what happens if your birthday is on the 29th of February? Are you technically like your age, like 4 years old or whatever the case may be? Like, what do you actually do?
I'm glad you asked. Good story. Guy I'm really cool with went to church with me. Birthday was on February 29th. And I remember, I don't know exactly how old he is now, but I remember at the time when I was younger, he was turning 20. But I told him, "What's up, man? You turning 5 years old?" He was like, "Man, Ralan, get out of here." You know, I can't say what he's exactly said on the air, but he was like, "Man, get out of here." But so I mean, I don't know how many years ago that was. So he's probably 8, 9 years old now, or something like that. Probably 9 years old. So
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I asked him, but he used to celebrate on March 1st. So he just celebrated on March 1st. But I mean, for him, I know his birthday was special. You know, people already, celebrate their birthday for a month, especially black people.
But I know, I never have.
Black people celebrate their birthday for a while, you know. Because trust me, when June comes, as soon as June 1st hit, we need to start, first of all, we start planning, actually when Gemini season starts, that's usually when I start planning. And then that gives me a full 3 weeks to get my birthday plans together. And then I get to the point. Then after my birthday, I'm still celebrating until July 4th. And then only reason I stopped July 4th is because my brother's birthday is on July 5th.
So then you got to give him like a day. Or does he get the full month?
Oh, no, he gets all of July.
Oh, different.
He gets all of July. But he's not big on his birthday.
Well, then
probably
more time for you to
once
party.
you get 30, you get old. You know what I mean? So
30's the new 20. Everybody loves 30 now.
It is, though. He's probably my brother's in really good shape for 30 years old. He doesn't look 30.
Hey,
he looks
black
29.
Don't crack.
He looks 29. He don't look 30.
But anyway, back to the important things in life. Yo,
HBCU
fact of the day. And my fact is, do you know which HBCU institution has the highest enrollment right now? Take a guess.
I don't have to take a guess on this one. I actually know the answer.
Oh, you stealing my fact.
It's a team that, not a team, a school that shall remain, well, we'll say their name one time. But,
maybe two.
I'm not really happy with their institution right now. But I'll tell you why after you tell the rest of the people who has the highest enrollment.
So, with 12,000 students, founded in 1891, it's NCAT, which is
North Carolina A&T. North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride. But let me vent, please. Let me vent.
Go ahead and
North Carolina A&T.
Wait, do you want me to give you the second highest enrollment? You want to skip it?
Yeah, give me the second.
All right, so the second.
When I go, I'm gonna need to
feel a little bit better.
I'm gonna need
the second, with just about 10,000 students. And number 2 is FAMU.
I actually wanted to go to FAMU when I was in high school. They have a really good journalism school. I wanted to go to school there. So, because I saw, I was thinking about after college. So I wanted to go to FAMU for their journalism school. Things didn't work out. I should say they were in my top 4, because I wanted to feel like I was like a big time recruit or something.
Yeah.
So I only applied to HBCUs, but my top 2 were FAMU and the illustrious South Carolina State University.
We're still doing this illustrious thing. I guess it's a thing.
Bulldog country. Shout out to everybody in Orangeburg and the whole Palmetto State, especially the 864. Shout out to the upstate. I'm sorry, I'm just giving shout outs today.
But now go back on the rant. I'm curious to know what
here's
the
my
facts
rant.
is.
Okay, look, I just need to vent as somebody who I work in the media. Well, I'll start with, this is the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, aka the MEAC. The MEAC is the conference just like the ACC, SEC, Big 12, Atlantic Sun. This is our conference. Maryland Eastern Shore is in the MEAC. South Carolina State is in the MEAC. Florida A&M is in the MEAC. North Carolina Central was another school I applied to go to and got accepted into and was thinking about going to out of high school. It's also in the MEAC. So this conference means a lot to me. And one of the founding members is North Carolina A&T. They have decided to leave the MEAC and go to the Big South Conference.
Well, that's news.
Which is where Hampton, who was also in the MEAC a little as of 2 years ago, they left and went to the Big South as well. Now, the Big South has Gardner-Webb, a few UNC Asheville, Charleston Southern, which is in South Carolina, Winthrop, which is also in South Carolina. So I know a lot of the Big South schools. South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia are where all the schools are. Radford is also it's in Virginia, but it's in the Big South.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying North Carolina A&T, you are a founding member of the MEAC. The MEAC is special, just like the MEAC and the SWAC, all HBCUs, Division I, pretty much the same opportunity as far as getting into the NCAA tournament for men's basketball.
Yeah.
But I think
the track team is good too.
Yeah, and the track, what started to make the MEAC and the SWAC special because we've created the Celebration Bowl. Like for the football institutions, you created the Celebration Bowl. You have the MEAC SWAC Challenge, which South Carolina State will be playing in the MEAC SWAC Challenge this year. So, I got to throw out shout out my school. So, but I feel like, this conference is very tight knit. And like when I go and I travel with basketball, like when I travel and I meet, when I go and I go to other schools and I meet their sports information directors, it's cool. But it's like when I go, like this past weekend, I was at Morgan and Coppin. When the two guys at Morgan, their SIDs are Leonard, Kevin, and then a guy named Steve at Coppin. Like when I see them, it's like seeing another extended family member.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, man? You start to see people all throughout the year. You start to learn more about them. Their interests with outside of school. So I mean, it's the MEAC is a tight knit family, and then A&T decided to dip on us. But I mean, they have their reasons. I mean, I know they said travel, but whatever.
And we want to have our students closer to our institution. That's the same thing Hampton said.
Blah.
Power
blah,
to
blah,
you.
blah, blah,
no
blah,
shade
blah,
against
blah,
Hampton.
Blah,
I love
blah,
Hampton.
blah, 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 blah,
but
blah.
yeah.
But not saying blah 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 to you, but like all the I mean, North Carolina A&T, I wish them all the luck because it's not like they didn't stop being an HBCU because they decided to go to the Big South. But I just felt like as a founding member of the MEAC, stick with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So do you think that like kind of plays effect into the MEAC's like future? Because, that's the second time that's happened within the last couple years.
I don't think so because I feel like the conference can add someone new. There's other schools that you could potentially add. You got the CIAA, who, they're Division II, but some of their schools are just as big as schools in the MEAC. Yeah. If you're not familiar with the CIAA, Bowie State is in the CIAA, John C. Smith, Winston-Salem State, just to name a few that are in the CIAA. And that's also a HBCU conference pretty much along the east coast of the country. Like the CIAA is pretty much the D2 East Coast conference, and the MEAC is the East Coast Division I HBCU conference. So I'm not worried about it, but it kind of struck a chord for me because I'm an HBCU kid.
Well, here's the thing: even though they're moving,
a MEAC kid, especially because the SWAC is okay, but I went to school and I worked
even
in
though
MEAC.
they're moving, they still could have the potential to play in some of these matches, or
we
still get to play them, but it just won't count, division wise.
Like the thing is, like we played Hampton in volleyball each of the last 2 seasons after they left the MEAC. So still the connection is there. We're playing them in softball in a month or so. Well, at the end of the next month. So it's not like they're not an HBCU. It's not like their homecoming isn't going to be, what it is, because I'm not going to lie. A&T does have a very nice homecoming. But just from the standpoint of being in the MEAC, because I know like Tariq Cohen, who plays on the Chicago Bears, he went to A&T. He was like a year younger than me, so I remember watching him play. He's the MEAC's all-time leading rusher. So now for him to be like in the pros, the MEAC made him. Yeah. It got him to be on the Chicago Bears. Now, he comes back. I'm sure, if he's not in the MEAC Hall of Fame, he probably will go. He'll probably go into the North Carolina A&T Hall of Fame. But when he goes back, it's going to be in the Big South. Like, it's not the same. But people change conferences all the time. It's just I just had to get that off my chest because I had this little platform. I don't care if one person hears it or 100 people hear it. I just wanted them to know Ralan Wardlaw got off his chest how he felt about A&T leaving, and let them know that one of their alums was also not, all happy. But I think he put something out on Twitter or something like that. But
anyway, now that we
ran over
on the intro, let's get to the actual intro.
Well, the actual intro
of today's guest.
Now, the guest is sitting to my right, and we've had coaches here, we've had administrators here, we've had student athletes here. We've kind of got a nice combination of really all of that in one person, sitting to my right. We have Evann Slaughter, who is a volunteer assistant coach for the women for the volleyball team, but is also in PT school. Yeah. Here at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. So, Evann, how are you doing today?
I'm doing splendid.
Splendid.
I'm doing splendid.
I love the adjectives.
Yes, I'm just doing fine. I got off of work early. Okay, not necessarily work because I'm in the phase of schooling where we go out on clinical internships pretty much. So I pretty much be a PT for 6 weeks, and today I got off work like 2 hours early. So I'm just super happy with life right now.
Nice.
Very excited.
And she decided to spend it with us.
Exactly.
That's pretty
Oh my
cool.
God.
Thanks, Evann.
You're so welcome. Oh my God.
So, Evann, one of our first true fans, first loyal fans.
Oh yeah.
fan.
I was here from the beginning.
She knows
with y'all in the gym.
Subscribed and rated.
She knows how the show starts.
I do.
Evann, where are you from?
I'm from Clinton, Maryland.
Oh God.
PG County, gang. I was born in D.C. I was raised in Forestville, Maryland, and then I moved to Clinton, Maryland. So, PG
First
County
of all,
all
you
day.
say Maryland. You know you say Maryland. What you trying to say,
Maryland. I'm from
Did I ever tell you that my Merlin story? Did I ever tell you my Merlin story?
No.
I don't think I heard the
I
Maryland
guess we're
story.
gonna hear it today.
I know. We're going to learn today.
But you from Maryland.
I'm from Maryland. Yes.
So what high school you go to?
Oxon Hill High School.
Home of the Clippers.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
I went to
Yeah.
Bowie.
We beat you guys a lot.
Yeah, especially in golf. It wasn't pretty.
Oh, yeah. And volleyball.
But then Bowie turned it around.
And
Yeah, volleyball
basketball
was good.
and football, But,
So
it's okay.
basically what Evann is saying is Oxon Hill is better than Bowie High School.
Yes.
I'm just trying to start a PG County.
Yeah, start it.
Why
We
not?
are point blank period. I mean, especially back in my day because I was actually there. So I was on a track team, 2-time state champion, triple jump.
She just dropping the facts.
Just casually dropping that I'm great at what I do.
I love the confidence.
But yes. Hey, if I don't have it, who will?
Good point.
Exactly.
Good point.
So my Merlin story.
Oh,
I said my
right, your
Merlin
Merlin
story
story.
before we.
Your Merlin story.
So no, not Maryland. Merlin story.
I'd never call it
So
Marlin.
when I first got to school, we were like in class, and I had one of those professors stand up, say your name, say where you're from. I mean,
that's
everybody
the
was.
worst.
It was like that. It was University 101 freshman experience.
yeah,
Every
so it was like your
school had-
first college class.
Yeah, everybody has it. So everybody stand up, say where you're from, say your major. So everybody stood up, and then dude said, "Yeah, I'm from. What did he say? I can't. Oh, I'm from Seat Pleasant, Maryland."
Ooh.
I was like,
Pleasant.
so he went on through, and after class, I was like, oh, "Hold on, where you?" I was like, and we lived in the same door, and I was like, "Hey, bro, where you from?" So I'm from Maryland. I was like,
What?
"Like, where's that at?"
What?
He's like, "Maryland, like by DC." I was like, "Oh, Maryland?" I was like, "Oh, you from Maryland?" He was like, "Yeah." I said Maryland. I was like, "Oh, okay, I got you," because I mean, I'm not from Maryland or Maryland, so I was like, "That's what's up." So I got used to hearing people say it that
Maryland.
way.
Yeah.
And then like a year later, I met somebody from Baltimore.
That is by far the ugliest accent in America.
I was born in Baltimore, but I'd never called it that. I'd never pronounced it that way.
How do you say it then?
Baltimore.
But see,
Baltimore.
You know the
Baltimore.
So I interned.
No.
Am I saying it weird?
No, I'm just like, it just sounds weird saying it that way.
So
Baltimore.
I actually interned one time with a young lady who went to Morgan State, which is in Baltimore, and she was from Baltimore. And so I asked her, I said, you know, so do you say Marilyn? She was like, no, I say Maryland, but I definitely say Baltimore. Baltimore, yeah, Baltimore. I was like, okay.
I've never called it that. I need to start hearing that.
Did she have a gross accent? Like you and you?
No, she didn't say you and you.
Because I'm
really not picking at people from Baltimore. Because at first I was laughing at it, but like they really talk like that. Because when we was in Baltimore, like, yeah, I just came back from Baltimore. Like we played Coppin and Morgan. I was at like a chicken place, and it was calling out orders, and I had I was ordered 228. It was like order 228. I was like, wow. But it was it was a white girl.
Wow.
So that's when I was like, oh no, this isn't like the black this is how Baltimore talks.
Yeah.
So I was like, but I don't want any trouble with people from Baltimore.
That's right. Yeah, me neither.
You never know what they're capable of. Nice city though.
Yeah,
like,
gorgeous.
Yeah, totally.
Listen, if anybody ever like Baltimore has some tough parts, but Baltimore is a nice city. You can have
downtown
a good time.
Baltimore, Inner Harbor area.
We was at the Inner
Power
Harbor
plant. I just got an email from a Howl at the Moon down there. They're closing.
What?
I know.
Hold on, time out. They got Howl at the Moons in Baltimore?
Yes. Well, not no more. It's closing.
No, I've been to a Howl at the Moon before. Like, the Howl at the Moon I first went to, like, you could, like, register and they would let you win, like, a free party.
Yeah.
Did they do that?
I won the free party.
You won the free party
That's why I'm
before?
still getting emails from it. I'm like,
yeah, like, I won the free party, and then, you know, you get the free food, which wasn't.
But it's free.
okay.
So
It was free.
You ain't paid for it.
And then it was, you know, discounted beverages. And
It was a good time.
It was a good time. It was a
good time.
good time. That was the first time I was in the bar and I heard someone sing Sweet Caroline.
Oh.
Cause I
I
mean, yeah, I
childhood.
guess.
Dang.
Childhood. I hear that too.
Childhood, teenage years, like
when I was going, that was right when I was living in Indianapolis, going to grad school. I had probably been in grad school for like 2 months. Now, if you don't know, it's a big difference between South Carolina State, Orangeburg, South Carolina, and IUPUI, Indianapolis, Indiana, as far as like racially. So I went from probably going to a school where it was like 98% black to like 2% black. So it's a lot of white people in Indiana as a whole.
Well, yeah.
So when I got there, I had never heard, like, nobody ever was playing. Sweet Caroline did not shut down the party at South Carolina State. We all know what shut down the party. Frankie Beverly, you know, before I let go. Don't matter, you know. Exactly. That's what shut down the party. So I'm sitting there just chilling, and it was me, some of my classmates, some other people, and then Sweet Caroline came on, and and I'm looking around like, what is
happening?
I was like, why are they so hype? Like, why are they so hype?
It's a hype song.
I was like, yo, this is, and it was like the touching you part came, touching you, and then like, it's like people started rising. I was like,
it's an experience. Sweet Caroline is definitely an experience. That's an experience. It's not a song. It's an experience for sure.
What's a bigger experience though? Sweet Caroline, Before I Let Go.
Oh, it depends on your location.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was about to say.
You come to HBCU week here when they play at.
Well, first of all, they're not going to play Sweet Caroline.
I mean, that's true.
They're not.
Now,
Before I Let Go, during homecoming week,
it depends on the population around during the playing of the song.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because the people in my generation, I'm only 22. People know that song.
First of all, you ain't got to say your generation like I'm 40. I mean, God, jeez.
Yo, don't play us like that.
Hey, I mean, my generation.
Age difference is not that big.
It's not that big, but I will say this. I do think
y'all be tripping. Y'all eat Tide Pods in your generation.
I will say this. Langston. I have a theory. Young men and young women born 1995 and later, whole different ball game.
I wouldn't say 95. I would say like 97.
Thank you.
I would say like 97.
No, 97.
Because my younger brother was born in 96, and he, like, we grew up together, obviously. He's like right on the cusp. So I would say like 6, 7. That's like,
Yeah,
I would say
give you that because I
closer to 2000. He born past 2000 is crazy.
Yeah. Because I still was in school. I still was in school with people who were born in like 96.
Yeah.
So
Not
I
too
mean,
bad.
but I could tell like when I was a senior in college, those freshmen, I was like, this is a different crop.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Like,
I would say that.
This is a different crop. Like this is
I
about
guess.
to totally change. And then I remember like some of the people I knew who were like in their 5th year, like, you know, in their 5th year, once I graduated, it was like, yeah, these freshmen different, dog.
Yeah, they are.
And it was like, and it wouldn't even be because like, it would be the same people, like they would group in the same areas as we did, but it was just a whole different ball game. Like I remember, like one of my boys is a high school coach in our hometown. And so this is the same place, they going to the same places we went to.
Mm-hmm.
They eating at the same restaurants. They going to the same movie theater. And it's just, these kids are just totally, like, they're totally different.
They got social media. We grew up, I feel like we had a good mix of go outside and play, come in, smell like outside, close the door, don't let my air out.
What does outside smell like?
Outside, ooh, all right, let me get real.
Like?
Ooh, let me go like ASMR outside. Oh my God. No, I'm not gonna do it. Outside smells like, it's like grass, dandelion smell, but like sweat, but not like when you sweat when you're older, like kid sweat, and also just like fresh air, but also stank air.
Yep.
It's like a good mix, like, but I didn't understand it when I was younger. And then now I had younger cousins and like they actually play outside sometimes and they come and I'm like, oh, this is distinct.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell bad. It just smells like outside.
I like your definition because I never could explain what outside smell like.
Outside smell
but
like,
when you smell like outside,
you know.
I know it.
Yeah, oh,
like,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
When
I know what outside smell like.
Hey, I'll see you in 30 minutes.
Like
Right.
outside. You know, the time limit is if you go outside and play hard, like if you run hard for about 30 minutes, outside is coming. But it's only kids though.
It's only kids out. I've never smelled like outside past the age of 18.
Sure.
If you 18 years old and you play outside and you come in smelling like outside,
smell
that's
like-
called stank.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's what it is.
That's called we need deodorant.
Yeah, you need to go shower. You need to go wash.
Actually, we need showers.
Yeah.
Because
when you're a kid, you don't really need a shower after playing. You just smell like outside and that's it.
It's cool.
Yeah, for real. Like I remember one time I was 10 years old. I played outside for like hours.
Yeah.
All I did was come inside and change my shirt and just went out to eat.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Regular. I don't even think I changed the bottom. I just changed
the
my
freshness of a child.
Right.
Yeah,
The inherent freshness.
all day long. But then that's what I'm saying. But yeah, like if you 18 years old and you come and you go outside and you come back in and you smell, you need to
smell.
wash.
Yes.
You smell. You don't smell
Because
like outside. You just smell,
deodorant
period.
doesn't mask.
Yes, it doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
Or body spray.
Or a body spray.
Like
or cologne,
Axe
or
that,
perfume.
yo,
Axe,
when
no.
y'all little young men, when y'all try to mask it with Axe and it
Don't
smells,
mix, honey. It don't mix.
it smells like something I don't want to say on air.
I would say this when I was in high school and I used to have weightlifting in the middle of the day, which I don't even like encourage this.
Don't
I don't
that.
know why. That's the thing.
Don't do that.
My weightlifting class was at 10 a.m. We got out of school at 3.
Y'all had a class for 10? I mean, y'all had a class for weightlifting?
weightlifting?
Oh, that's
I didn't.
I didn't either. Well, that's PG County for you.
Well, see,
You're right.
But
we don't have classes like that.
well, it was.
We have gym
We got gym.
where you learn everything.
It was listed as PE, but you knew what it was. Like based upon the teacher that was.
You already knew what you
teaching-
you knew what was up.
We've
Okay.
had a couple of those.
Like because I mean, statute of limitations is up because this was over 10 years ago. When I was in 9th grade,
Wait a minute. What are we about to get into?
Let's go through the filter here.
We about to get into something real
okay,
juicy?
I wasn't. It's been over 10 years since I was in the 9th grade, right? When I was in the 9th grade, I was in PE because you have to take the PE credit. I walked in, I was sitting down at PE class. One of the football coaches was the weightlifting teacher at the same time. I'm sitting down in PE class. 5 minutes into class, he walks over and says, "Ralan, you're going to be over here now." I'm like, okay. So I was in PE,
But you were doing weight.
but I was doing weightlifting. So I don't think you were supposed to do that, but that's like
Was all the football players doing that?
every 9th grade. Like if you was in the 9th grade and you was in PE, like whoever because I think at the time all the weightlifting coaches weightlifting teachers were football coaches.
Yeah.
So if they saw a football player that was in PE, they would just take them and be like, look, you're gonna come to weightlifting.
Right. You gonna
And
make
then
this a training
so I would go to weightlifting.
Right.
But it was listed on my transcript as PE. So I didn't have to do they take pacer tests in high school? I don't know.
I did.
I didn't have to take it.
I didn't.
Like, I didn't have to take
But it wasn't
pacer
like
tests.
super
sit
official.
and what is it, sit and reach and all those. I didn't
I
take
had
all
to do
of
none of that.
But at the
No,
same
I
time,
didn't do that.
but the thing was, if I've been lifting weights all semester, I can do 10 sit-ups. You know what I mean? I can do 10 push-ups. So how many whatever the threshold
Whatever
is.
yeah.
I think it's like whatever the threshold is. I don't know. But
Yeah,
when I was 14 years old, I could do 10 push-ups. So I didn't need to come to
PE
test
to do
day.
it, yeah.
I didn't need to come to PE to be able to do 10 push-ups.
True.
But
We ain't had none of that. We just had normal PE where you learn volleyball,
Right.
learn basketball.
So y'all couldn't.
jog.
So y'all didn't have so you in high school you didn't weightlift?
We maybe
No.
had I maybe had like a day. Maybe a day.
not in my PE class. We
you gotta
had
get it in, bro.
no. I mean, I was an athlete, so
Well,
when
yeah,
I
that
track
makes-
team,
but see-
That's what I meant. So
we lifted weights.
would y'all lift like after school?
Yeah. That's what we did.
See, that's the thing. Like we couldn't always lift after school. So
So
it was
y'all would just lift in
like-
the day and then practice in the
Yes.
evenings. Oh, yeah.
so like I would lift at 10 in the morning and then we had football practice at 4 or basketball practice. But
yeah, no, we ain't doing that.
but I couldn't always because we had block schedules. So when the second semester started, you had different classes.
Yeah.
I would have to go. Now at that point in time, then you have to figure out how to go and lift weights. Like they
Right.
would work it out with you to like be able to lift weights. And then we kind of by the time I was a junior senior, they had like a weightlifting class that was like geared towards the football team. So like
Oh, that's interesting.
it was like it wasn't football weightlifting, but it was football weightlifting because it'd be like 30, because weightlifting class, because PE class can be bigger.
Right.
So it's 35 people in this weightlifting class. They just all have to be football players.
Nobody ring any bells or
get away
anything.
with so much.
Man, that's football in the South for you.
That's football.
Because we was
Yeah,
out
that
there.
wasn't football at Billion. Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, not even being funny, but like football's more of a religion down south.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You know what I mean? Like you can't.
From where we are, it's basketball track.
Yeah,
Straight up
track.
basketball. Great basketball players come from PG County,
Take yourselves to the Wayne
Yeah,
Curry
yeah.
Center and
Yeah.
run a lap. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, y'all do have hoopers, but like that's the thing. When you good at basketball down south, they turn you into a football player. Like, no, seriously. Oh, you 6'6" and you can play. No, you're gonna be a left tackle. That's what you're gonna be.
Oh no.
Oh, you're 6'3"
no.
and you can run fast and shoot. No, we're gonna turn you into a wide receiver because, like, I mean, there's so many people that's in the NFL that were really good high school players in South Carolina, but they just turned them into like they just they kind of
Football players.
well, not turn them into football players, but then they also start telling about the odds because the odds are a little bit better to make the NFL than to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, but you might die in the NFL.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that.
Oh, I'm not. Listen, I'm just telling y'all how. It is. I'm not condoning what these people did, but like people like, I remember I saw DeAndre Hopkins that plays on the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
He was a really good. He like won state championship in basketball. Alshon Jeffrey was a really good basketball player. He plays on the Eagles. Like Jadeveon Clowney, I think he played a little bit of basketball too. Like so, we had people who could play basketball, but they just made them more. When you focus more on football, and then your coaches kind of tell you, you got a better shot, which is true. You have a better shot of getting to college, a bigger like. I should say, how should I put this? It's the odds are more in your favor to go further in football because there's like
There's just more opportunities.
There's just more opportunity. There's more
That's
players.
a big roster.
It's a big roster. There's a lot of people on the field because, you can get out there and say, hey, I play running back, but then they go, oh, you can catch a little bit. Let's put you at receiver. Let's put you at, or you can go out there and say, I play running back, but then, oh, he got quick feet. We're going to turn him into a cornerback, or we can put some weight on you and turn you into a safety or a linebacker. I mean, like that. I mean, I've seen it because I remember my high school coach when I was going to my senior year, he told me you need to eat 6 meals a day because we trying to bulk you up because we need you to play on the defensive line this year and not linebacker. And I looked him dead in his face and I said, who is buying that food? Because not my mama. My mama can't. My mama not. My older brother was in college at the time. I was like, bro, we 6 meals a day? I was like, are you buying that food?
Yeah, that's wild.
And he looked
that's
at me.
Wild.
And he looked at me like, I'm like serious. Like, I understand what you're trying to get me to do. Because, I mean, my metabolism's fast. I'm working out every day. But, so I wasn't going to get fat. But at the same time, like.
6 meals.
Who's gonna buy 6 meals a day? I was like, what do you want me to eat? He was like, yo, before you go to bed, you need to eat 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, 2 like sandwiches. We wake up in the morning, you need to eat these eggs. You need to bring snacks. I said, first of all, none of my teachers let me eat in class.
Right. Right. No more snack time anymore, folks.
None of my teachers let me eat in class.
That's number one. Breaks to go have a snack. Can I have the hall pass, please?
Be out for 20 minutes.
Right.
Actually,
gotta go to the locker and get a sandwich.
For Spanish class, Puedo ir al baño.
Oh my god.
If I don't do anything else for Spanish class, I remember Puedo ir al baño.
Oh my god.
What's up, Miss Spence?
I can't remember. Oh, my Spanish teacher was a guy named Mr. Wilkinson.
Oh,
and he looks like literally Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
He was a white guy?
Yeah, he's white.
See, I had a white
big, white, but he was like
I didn't.
You had a Hispanic?
I think she was like Cuban. I guess that counts.
that counts.
You know, shit,
Yeah.
She was cool.
But
She was
no,
cool.
I think my guy was like Argentinian or
Well, the
something.
two
He
of
was
them
like the
never-
white Spanish. She was like the white type of Spanish.
We had like she was an American white woman. Like,
Oh.
She was, I didn't, no. She was an American white woman. I can't remember what
So
Miss
she
Spence
really
was from.
said Puedo ir al baño.
Puedo ir al baño. It's
Puedo-
Puedo ir al baño.
Yeah, but she
That's how
probably
you
didn't
may go
sound.
to
It
the
didn't
bathroom.
probably didn't sound like, you know.
I mean, that's how I was saying it. I'm not gonna
She
lie.
sounded good?
She was
probably,
very
I wonder
good.
if she was like had like an immersion experience. Like she went over there and lived for a
Right.
few years.
Well,
Right.
I can't remember Mrs. Spence's journey, but I remember
Well, Mrs. Spence, if you're out here, make sure you listen to the podcast.
Right.
Hashtag
We're all
Talk
curious
Short. We
about
wanna know
your
story.
journey. Please let us know about your journey, sis.
I didn't know Miss Spence's journey to become a Spanish teacher, but I did know that I asked her one time because I was a curious kid. As now, I ask wild questions. If
Facts.
if anybody knows
Yes.
me, they know I ask wild questions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not I was to say wild questions. I just ask like if I want to know something, I'm gonna ask you. You're not
Yes.
it's not gonna be a guess. So I asked her. I said, Miss Spence, when you're in Walmart and like.
I know. Okay, go
I
ahead.
know where I'm
Sorry.
I know
We
where I'm
laughing
going.
because
Go ahead,
we already
go
know where
ahead,
this is
I
going.
know where I'm
on.
going. I'm like, because I'm not really joking because this really happens. I was like, when you're in Walmart and the Hispanics are talking and they're talking in Spanish, are they talking about you or about, people walking by? Because I
That's
said,
a good question. Okay,
That is a good
you
one.
made it seem like you was about to say something super wild.
no, I asked
That's actually good.
because
What'd she say? Okay,
And
answer.
so she says, very rarely are they talking about you. She said the only time it can happen is like, she said one time she was like in they were on the same aisle and they had been on the same aisle looking at the same stuff. And so then I guess, kind of like anybody else, they kind of looked to the left and saw her and then I guess were commenting about her, but they were being, they were being mean about it, but they were doing it in Spanish. And so.
Did she clap back?
Yeah, she did. And so she was like,
Miss Spence, you my girl. Where's she at? I want to be her friend.
don't be
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
Miss Spence was cool, but
All right. Sorry, Miss Spence. Take it back.
But so Miss Spence was she was like, she was in the grocery store and they were talking about her, and then she said she got her stuff off the
Shelf.
shelf. Thank you. I was about to say
welcome.
rack, but I was like, no. That's she got her stuff off the shelf, and then she walked up to them and spoke in fluent Spanish, telling them why they shouldn't do what they just did. And she said they had the like craziest look on their
They're
face.
like, what the
Because
heck?
she was like,
Yeah.
so she said that's the only time. But she said that happened, and she said, yes, Ralan, it could potentially happen to their doing that because, and she said sometimes because when she had went through, she said because Hispanics would have the same question, like if they're in there and they speak fluent Spanish and they don't understand English. If we're standing in there, we could be talking about them in English and they can't understand it.
Yeah, true.
So
True. We don't be talking about them.
we don't
care what y'all
most of the time. Like I'm not saying I've never been in the grocery store talking about somebody.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because,
let's
because
point
I
that
don't
out.
have time. Like what am I?
I don't really
I'm in
care
here to
that
get my
much.
food and
Right.
get out.
Because I know I
just get my
first of all,
pasta.
Number one, grocery store in a fashion show. Let's start there. I'm in here for it.
Now, I beg to differ on that one. Because I go to the grocery store, and every time I go run into somebody I see, I haven't seen in 10 years, 5 years, I haven't seen them in 2 years.
Well, I'm not from the shore.
Yeah. Well, I'm not from the shore either. But I mean, like, when I'm at home in the 301.
Now, let me tell you something.
All the time.
With a 301, I like that.
All the time.
Oh, look at you. You sandwiched in between some PG County. Gang, gang.
We was talking about glizzies last night.
Ooh, glizzy. Oh.
That's random.
He asked me, why do they call a hot dog a glizzy? I was like, Frazier, I don't know.
Called it that. It's a hot dog.
Yeah, I think that's more like
but
DC thing.
It's a glizzy.
A glizzy, yeah.
I didn't hear it first. I came to the shore.
You lying.
I'm being completely honest.
You went to Bowie.
Yeah, that's the edge. That's you right at the cusp.
But it's PG.
It is PG, barely.
Anyway, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But so now that we've talked about random stuff for a while,
but hold on a second. We got her location, went on this whole great tangent, but we never asked her the most important part of the question.
What?
Describe your hometown.
Oh my God, we didn't get there.
In 3 words.
Okay.
talking about Miss Spence and everything.
All right, my bad. All right, so I would say up and coming. I'm talking about Clinton, Maryland right now.
Okay.
Up and coming. That's okay. That's more than I'm gonna use a
she
phrase.
Dashed it. She added the dash words. Got the dash words back.
Dash and dash coming. Okay. Black. That's a word.
Right.
And wealth.
Okay.
Because
I get that.
PG County is the wealthiest black community in America.
Snap.
Hashtag
Snap.
black wealth.
How many times
Snaps
have I
up for
heard
that.
that?
I don't know how many times have you heard that.
I don't know, Evan. How many times have you told me?
A lot, because I just want you to know the black
You
excellence
just like
that
it's there.
exudes from Prince George's County, Maryland.
Actually, no.
Hey,
you're
let
not
him
the
know,
only
let
one.
him know.
Who else? So Taylor tells me. Taylor Claiborne is on the women's basketball team.
I've got it.
She tells me
At least
that
told
all
you
the time.
once.
He probably
Langston
has.
told
I probably told you at least once.
Black wealth.
Anybody from
Excellence.
PG County, they let you know.
They let you know.
Oh, absolutely.
I tell you exactly where. What community you want to go to? Mm-hmm. What size house you want to see?
Clinton got some good houses.
I heard Clinton is nice.
Clinton nice.
I heard Bowie's nice.
What'd you hear about Waldorf?
Yeah. What about that? Or no comment on the subject?
I hear Waldorf is like the way it's like tucked off. It's like not really PG.
It's not PG at all.
So that's
But
what I'm saying.
It's like a different country.
That's what I said. Like when they talk PG, I'm not gonna lie. When they talk PG County, I hear Bowie, I hear Clinton, Severn is in PG County, right?
No.
Severn's not in PG County.
No.
I definitely thought Severn was
Howard,
in PG
is
County.
it? Isn't it Howard?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's Howard
but
County.
I definitely thought
but it depends on what part of.
No,
'cause,
that's
like,
Laurel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Laurel is
Yeah,
the one
Laurel
that's like
is
Arundel
split in, like, 3
County,
counties.
PG County, and then maybe I think there's a Howard County part too.
See, I thought Severn was the same way how Laurel is.
That's what I was
with,
thinking.
yeah. I
Are
thought
you sure?
I don't
It
know.
might.
I'm
I don't think
asking.
so.
Like I heard Severn was like.
I ain't never heard
could
of
be- like,
Severn
listen,
for the PG people.
I could be wrong. I really don't.
I
know.
also could be wrong.
But I heard Severn is part of Severn. Like is whatever. Laurel, but Laurel's the same
But
way.
Laurel's
cusp.
split up in.
And then you got like Seat Pleasant and stuff like that because that's where my boy from school is from. And then he told me every time he got the chance that Kevin Durant was from.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Bear
then I
Farms.
went to school. I went to school with another guy who was from. I can't remember what part of PG he was from.
Upper
but
Marlboro.
Probably.
I think he's from Upper Marlboro.
Probably.
But he went to DeMatha.
Oh well, that's Hyattsville.
Yeah.
Because that's where.
Well, I don't know if he lived in. I think he lived in DC though. He stayed off Fort Totten.
Oh, okay.
But he went to high school at DeMatha. But he told me every chance he got that he played high school basketball with Victor Oladipo.
I mean,
'Cause-
DeMatha. If you go to DeMatha, you're
they're-
good at basketball.
You're good at
They're
basketball, or
Their
your
coach-
parents
their-
have some money.
DeMatha's coach, like one of their
Just
like,
passed.
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Morgan Wooten, he passed like not too long ago.
Yeah, like 2-ish weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah, like recent.
but he was like 90,
90 something.
90
Oh,
something.
he was old.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was talking about like he was like colleges wanted him to come like coach.
Yeah.
Because he was solid. That's
Yeah,
a
he was-
solid coach.
Yeah, but he enjoyed the high school level. He enjoyed teaching, but yeah.
R.I.P.
But yeah, like so, but I said all that to say this. No matter where College Park? Is that a PG?
College Park.
College Park is PG.
Sorry, that was wrong. College Park, but yes, College Park. Yes.
All right. Stop.
PG
Stop
is
now.
huge.
I'm not from Georgia. I'm not from Atlanta. And I said it right. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
But College Park,
College Park, Bubba Spark.
that is the A. That is the AA.
Yes.
Shout out to
Not the PG.
Outkast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else from College Park. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lying if I said when Bubba Sparks was like first. I mean, not Bubba. Yeah, Mr. College Park. Mr. College Park with the Yin Yang Twins and stuff. Because Outkast was shouting out College Park, and he was saying Collie Park. I thought it was two different places. So I used to be like, and then when you meet people from Atlanta, some of them say College Park, some of them say Collie Park. And then I got to college, and I was like, and this girl was like, oh yeah, I'm from College Park. I was like, oh, what's up? And somebody else, like, they went to high school with it, said they was from College Park. I was like, hold on, what? She was like, no, it's the same place. I was like,
same place, just different pronunciations.
I was like, okay. But College Park, Maryland, no disrespect. Y'all are not the real College Park. That's in the A.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't live there, so I won't take it personally.
Yeah, I definitely don't take it personally.
But yeah, PG County, man, y'all out here.
We are out
It's
here.
so big though.
Hey,
it's so big.
You go look at, the SGA in Prince George is popping. The West District in the whole state.
The SGA. What is SGA? Student Government Association?
Yeah. We get the best region in the whole state.
Oh my God. You talking about yourself?
I was on SGA for a number of years.
Dang, you talking about yourself again?
Y'all don't know my area, so I can't talk about myself.
No, it's okay. You talked a lot.
But anyway,
I was giving y'all information
about school.
Oh yeah,
back
school.
on the narrative.
Back on track.
Yo, I know our producers in the back just sitting there like, these people, what time is it? What time do we get here? But anyway, we're going to try to get a little back on schedule.
Okay,
So
bad.
college thing. You did play college volleyball.
I did play college
Stony
volleyball.
Brook University. I played there all 4 years in middle blocker.
Yep.
I did my research.
Oh, you did? I'm proud.
Let's see. Played for the Seawolves. Had the third most kills in study book history with 1,024. And third in block assists with 273. And also played in Germany as a pro.
I did. I was a professional volleyball player.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty dope.
You're the only professional volleyball player I've ever met in my life.
I mean, what can I say?
We're making history.
We are making history. Yeah, I think Stony Brook was really, really fun. I actually stayed there, fun fact, 5 years.
5 years, because you were out 1 year, because
I...
ACL.
Oh, Langston knows his stuff. I also publicize it. It's not like a secret that I tore my ACL and had to stay 5 years. But yeah, Stony Brook was great. It was a great experience. Tearing my ACL was also kind of a weird, great experience too, because I got so much better at volleyball, like being on the bench and seeing the game from the bench. And I also became a better teammate because I was awful. Like I would just get really frustrated with myself, then I'd shut down. And there's like 5 other people on the court, and they're like, "Oh, Evan, yeah, like it's okay." And I'm like, "Leave me alone. I just hit the ball out."
Right.
And then after sitting on the bench for a whole year, and my teammates tell me, "Hey, you're not great at being a teammate," I was like, "Oh. Okay, I fixed it, and now I was good." And then I lived 2 years in Germany, played professionally there. That was an amazing experience. I definitely want to go back. I went back last summer. Still can speak a little German. Don't ask questions about it though, because it's probably gonna...
I'm definitely going to. You better say something right now.
Yeah,
Don't bring that. You don't bring nothing up and then say.
Okay, let's see. I gotta think of a good sentence.
I know some German.
Ooh, okay.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Gosh, you're awful. I thought you were gonna.
That was good. I'll give you some, bro. Hey, listen, that was good because you was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
I was genuinely excited about it.
That was good.
Wow. You got her.
Okay, let me think of a good sentence. I'm trying to think of something funny. I can tell you my first German word was Scheiße.
Scheiße?
Yeah.
Which is?
Shoot.
Oh. Like, oh.
Oh, Scheiße. I say that a lot, actually, still, like, if I drop something, I'm like, oh,
I've heard
Scheiße.
you say that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's see. ask me a question. Let's see if I can either translate it. Nothing super crazy because I haven't been there in like 2 years.
Oh gosh.
But what would you like to eat?
Oh God, that's hard.
You had to eat.
Not hard.
No, I'm going to
Okay. Oh, so I can tell you my favorite meal is pommes mit mayo, and it's French fries with mayonnaise.
French
But
fry
okay,
with
I know.
mayonnaise?
Okay.
I've heard about this.
Okay, so
heard about this.
in Europe, especially Germany and the Netherlands, they have like a special type of mayonnaise that's like just for French fries, and it's absolutely amazing.
French fries and mayonnaise.
Oh, French fries and pommes mit mayo. Oh,
Wait, so another thing you can dip fries in Frosties. Are you a Frosty and French
Oh,
fry
of
dipper?
course.
You talking about like Wendy's?
Wait, okay, but time out. Are we talking about French fries from Wendy's now or French fries back in the day? Because
Well, I
there are
don't
two
know.
different types of French fries.
Well-
the old Wendy's French fries are like kind of like a little bit soggy, but still kind of fried.
And then
Well,
they
I
had
don't
that
know
nice
Wendy's
flat-
back
they
then.
had
So I'm
that
just talking
nice
about
flat-
Wendy's. I'm talking about Wendy's in general.
Now, let me tell you something.
I don't get it.
Yeah, you didn't?
I've done it. I don't see the hype over it.
I mean, I don't do it.
I can't
didn't,
mix it
I wouldn't do the
together.
whole. You don't mix them. It's a dip.
Well, not like stuffing and swirling
And
around
then
like
you
a
put
McFlurry.
that
but
nice little sweet and salty.
Oh,
I just can't mix it together. Like I can do like a French fry and then like a scoop of the Frosty, but not like
no, you got to
together.
scoop the Frosty with the French fries.
Langston, this time I'm going to explain the Frosty with the French fry.
Oh my goodness.
You're still alive. That's one of the closest things to heaven.
Oh my god.
All right.
It is
Well,
pretty
guess what?
great.
If
It is
anybody knows where Wendy's is in the shore area, that's
It's
not
a
all the
Wendy's
way
in
in
the-
Salisbury,
Oh,
What do you mean
Then-
all the way in? Oh,
because it's like on the
you from
edge
here?
of
You
Salisbury.
live here.
I'm here. I
Where's
don't want-
wait? Where is a Wendy's?
up there by North Salisbury, by the Walmart.
It's like you're
It's a
almost
Burger
going.
King.
Oh
up there?
yeah, it's Moe's over there too.
Oh, there is a Moe's over there.
That ain't my side
Welcome
of
to
Salisbury.
Moe's. I think Chipotle's.
That
better.
ain't my side of Salisbury. But I'm not up there.
I know, yeah, we on the same side of Salisbury. That's not our side of Salisbury. But also, when you mentioned about like your injury and how it made you a better teammate, now being a volunteer coach, how do you feel like that translates right to now? Because I mean, I was around your team. They're, athletes can be very up and down. Do you
Right.
think that experience of you being hurt and out for a year really translated for you helping our girls here as a volunteer assistant coach?
Yeah, I actually think it really did help because I can understand, if you're a college athlete, you're going to have injuries. You're going to have times where you have to sit out. And I can understand their frustrations, where they're coming from, and try to help them on their journey of just not being a better volleyball player, but being a better person. And that's what really my injury helped me, just be a better person in general. So I think it really did help because I will open my eyes to see like team dynamics that you don't really see when you're like on the court or like really actually practicing every day. Like if you see it, I mean, I wouldn't say I was a coach in college, but I had like a coach-like experience where I was out and I couldn't practice, I couldn't play. So I had to like sit on the sidelines and watch how my teammates interacted with each other and like how if one thing was said to one person, you could see their reaction and they would turn away and you could see one reaction and the other reaction. And it was like, ooh, that's not good. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
I feel you
crazy.
on that because coming from a sports information perspective, like I tell every team that I work with, and even the teams I don't work with as intimate, I really watch you guys play.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I said I really watch you guys play, and like I was one particular team. I told them one time after the game, we were winning late in the game, and after we lost the game, I got on the bus and I told them, I said, I knew y'all were gonna lose, and they said, what? And then they thought it was a disrespect. I said, I knew y'all were gonna lose. I said, when we were up, this happened, and I explained what happened. I'm not gonna say what happened in the game or what sport it was, but I said, this happened. I said, I pointed at, I said, you looked at her. I was about to say the gender. You looked at that person and said, what are you doing? And then they looked back at you and said the same thing. Next two plays, you made a mistake and you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Now we in a bigger hole than what we were in because y'all two was mad at each other and then the person here is like, well, I'm the one that kind of really was responsible for it, But if they gonna be mad about it, I'ma just stay back.
Right.
And then, and then now after y'all make the mistake, they gonna look at I said I saw it happen. And I said that's just because I'm like watching the game. Like I said I'm just watching the game and I'm observing from a different lens because I don't have to, especially, I mean, coaching is different, but I say I'm not even looking at it as a coach. I'm just looking at how you guys interact, how you play.
Right.
And I guess like for you, because you were still you were part of the team, but because you couldn't you weren't coaching, so you couldn't tell them what to do. But then you weren't playing, so you couldn't affect the game. So you had to just kind of step back and look. You was a sports information director for a year.
Essentially.
Man.
Put that on your resume. If you
nope.
You was just in the office earlier today.
Yeah, no, I don't want
saw
that
what
job.
happened with that.
That looks stressful.
It was.
Yeah.
And then just for somebody to come up and I'm not
gonna say I'd rather tear my ACL than have your job. Because I definitely don't want
that.
No,
I don't know. Listen.
But I would find a happy medium. Just sprain my MCL and then do like a half a day of your job. Okay. I could do that. It's not awful. It's not awful.
Our job is not awful until something goes wrong.
Yes, until something goes wrong.
Oh, if something goes wrong, you suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you suck.
Got people coming at you left and right.
I'm telling you. If I do one thing wrong, I suck. Now, if we play 10 games in a row and everything goes perfect, ain't nobody patting me on my back. I don't need it.
Oh.
Because it's my job.
All right.
But
everybody likes to pat on the back.
No, that's true.
You're doing a great job with
some people do. I do, like if a game goes by and we don't mess up, I don't want to say, oh yeah, you did. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, if we go, if I'm, working and doing some things, I want to, feel like, appreciate that what I'm doing.
We appreciate all that you do.
No, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just talking in person, and that's for any. That's for any. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's anybody out there.
That's true. I feel the same way. I know,
and
especially I don't get paid. All I need is a thank you.
That's why
I know thank yous mean so much when you don't get paid.
Yeah,
I don't get paid either.
That's why,
and I'm in school.
And that's why when we had our situation at the basketball game a couple of weeks ago with one of the coaches in Langston, I took it very personally.
You did take it very personally.
I took it personally.
It was.
I'm not going into what happened, but I took it personally.
It got hot. We were all in the stands like.
I took it personal because I'm like, I said, Langston is doing a service for everybody here. He's not paid for what he's doing. And you wilding right now.
And that was the gist of the situation.
And I said, and you wilding right now.
Yes.
And I saw him again, and he ain't looked me in my face.
Dude, that was an angry bottom lip.
He didn't look me in my face. He know who I was. I know who he was.
But
everything's okay.
But everything's
fine.
I'm over it now.
That's all right. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But
Learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
But I do want to say this though, as a fun fact. I'm surprised you didn't say it. You went to Oxon Hill High School. Who else went to Oxon Hill High School?
Taraji P. Henson, famous alumna.
Then she went to Howard.
I mean, yeah, I ain't go there. But she went to Oxon Hill. Shout out to Taraji.
How much is
Love
she,
you.
I really want to know how much she gives back to her high school.
We still waiting.
None.
Oh. But did y'all get a new high school?
We did. She ain't pay for it.
I'm just asking.
Well, yeah,
But yes, we did get it. We did get a state of the art,
brand spanking
huge
new,
high school
3-4 years ago.
Yeah, I was the first.
Gorgeous.
I coached the first volleyball team in that new high school. I mean, it was the same gym that I grew up in and we played in, but the whole school is it's immaculate.
It's gorgeous.
It's
immaculate. I just thought about something else too.
What?
Back to my earlier rant.
Oh God! All the way back.
No, something I'm telling you, this brain it can remember stuff. You actually were getting recruited by North Carolina A&T, right?
Yeah, I was.
Good thing you ain't go there.
Oh yeah, that was a.
Cause think about it, if you had went there, my rant, I would have been talking about where you went to school.
If I would have went there, I don't think I would be here right now.
Well, speaking on that part, what led you to come here to Maryland Eastern Shore?
Bruh, let me tell you. All right, so this is a long story, kind of, but I mean, we got time.
We got time.
Right, a little bit though. So I always wanted to be in healthcare. I knew that for sure. I wanted to be a doctor, and then I went into college And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to like have a family, have like babies and stuff. Like if I become a doctor, I'm going to be 40 and I don't want to have a baby when I'm 40. So I was like, okay, no.
There's nothing wrong with having a baby when you're 40.
If that wasn't, I didn't want that to be my reality.
Okay.
And my truth.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I didn't want that to happen.
Women,
Power to you. I mean, I'm close
you can have a baby when you're 40.
You can have a baby whenever
That's
you want, honey.
perfectly okay.
You can have a baby
Yes,
when you're
but I mean, I'm close to 30 now, and I'm not getting babies no time soon. Did y'all hear that? No babies anytime soon. Thank you. Thank you.
That's an inside joke.
Yes.
I got it though.
Yeah, thank you. Players, I was team baby. No sis. All right. So sorry, my players crack me up all the time. So at this time I was playing in Germany. I was like, okay, maybe I'll be physician assistant, which is pretty much med school, but in like 2 years, but you can also specialize and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care about really learning about sicknesses and the cardio and pulmonary. I don't really care about too much of that. Like I care about it, like the body is all involved, but I didn't want to spend large amounts of time learning about that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, I don't want to do that. And I was like, I really love coaching. I love volleyball. So then I went to talk to my mom and I was like, hey mom, like, would you be upset if like I just wanted to coach full time? Like I didn't want to like go into healthcare. She's like, yeah. I'm like, she's like, yeah. I love your mom.
Your mom is great.
She is.
She really is.
My mom is the best mom. Shout out to mom. Carla Slaughter, if you're out there listening, I love you.
Your mom is great. I do. Your mom is really cool.
She is. She was dope. But she said she'd be disappointed if I didn't go into healthcare.
Would it depend on what level of volleyball you're
We didn't
coaching?
get that far in the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just like, hey, I think I want to like coach full time. Like, would you be disappointed? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go like look for some healthcare jobs. Okay.
Great talk, mom.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. But at the time, I was like, oh god. I was like, ooh. And I kind of knew about physical therapy because, I blew out my knees. So I was in physical therapy. And my PT was like, you should do PT. And I was like, oh, no, I'm going to do PA. Like, I don't want to do that. And I'm thinking about it. I did some research, did some Googling. And I was like, physical therapy is pretty much coaching, but like for the body. And I was like, healthcare, coaching, like, oh. So then researched it and I was like, okay, I think I'm going to do this. I went to my mom and I was like, hey, mom, what about physical therapy? I'd be a doctor. She was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go for it. All right, cool. So I go back overseas, and this is I realized I want to be a PT probably 3 to 4 months before like I needed to apply to school. So I go back to Germany. I'm doing all my shadowing opportunities in Germany. So I'm like watching my athletic trainers, my physical therapists there, like in their office when we're traveling for games and stuff, getting shadowing hours. I apply kind of like as a joke, but not really a joke. Kind of like, oh, if I get in, like, woo.
Great,
but if I don't get in, I get another season.
Yeah.
So it was that I got in and I was like, oh. And I had to quit volleyball. And that was heartbreaking. But that was one of my interview questions. They were like, so, like, are you okay with giving up volleyball for school? And I like had to pretend like I was like, oh yeah, like I'm totally done. Like my knees are shot. Of course.
Right. Inside sobbing.
My knees are shot, but at the time they weren't shot. They were just like.
It was like, at the time, you got shot with like a little pistol.
Yeah, now it's like full on shotgun. Yeah. Oh, for sure. But so yeah, that's my story. I came here also because it was in-state, cheap. I mean, because we're all, honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter where you go to school because we're all going to graduate.
Because somebody told me this morning that it does, when they're looking at like resumes and like graduate school and whatnot, that it does matter.
I guess it depends on the field. For my field, like physical therapy, people don't really, as long as you're licensed and you're not messing up, you're going to be totally fine. Like I'm not going to, because I applied to Hampton.
Yeah.
They're like, it would be something I would be over $100,000, $150,000 in debt for 3 years. So Maryland here, it's like, I think like 80 something thousand for all 3 years, I believe.
Give or take.
Yeah, around that. Depends on like for tuition alone, and then you have like rent and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it's like cheap. It doesn't really matter, and our program here is like really good. We have 100% pass rate for the licensing exam. And like we're kind of known in the physical therapy world, especially like in the Maryland area. So if you're like a UMES graduate, it's like, oh, you went to UMES, like you know your stuff. Like we have clinical instructors, like how I go on the internship. We have like real PTs who like teach us and we shadow them. They like fight over our students to get our students to come shadow them. So it's like a really good program. So I was like, cheap, good program. And I really wanted to go to a HBCU grad school because I didn't go to one undergrad. And I was like, oh, I'll get like, it won't be the full experience, but it'll be like, a baby experience.
Yeah, you get
and like,
partial.
I'll be well over 21, so I can do all the fun stuff. So let me go to HBCU, and it was UMES, and I'm super happy I'm here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And then too, now you can get you one of those T-shirts, HBCU grad.
I know that's I'm so excited for it. I am pumped.
Hey, listen,
I'm waiting for it. I know.
know.
I've already bought my stuff. It's sitting in my house. Like I have a full
y'all
bag.
Catch me in a
thing.
year and a half with my grad photos. I'm gonna have the robe.
Yeah.
Because we don't have like a cap. We got like a little doctor cap. Ooh, y'all going woo.
But I remember.
I'm excited for that.
I remember I got my little HBCU grad shirt, and I was in Vegas. I was walking down the strip. Everybody was like, where you went to school? I was like, South Carolina State. And I ran into somebody who went to Jackson State, then walked another block, ran into somebody who went to A&T, and then walked a couple more blocks and met some people who went to South Carolina State.
Did you know them or they just?
No.
Oh.
They know them. Like,
That's the best part about going to an HBCU.
But that's why, like, to be honest with you, like, I'll wear, like, South Carolina State stuff, obviously. But then I was like, well, I'm in Vegas. The thing was, I was like, I'm in Vegas, and it's not many HBCUs over there. So I was like, I'm just going to wear the HBCU grad and just see if anybody sees it.
Right.
Because, I mean, not even being fun. Like, if somebody's wearing a Bowie State shirt in Vegas and then somebody else is wearing, like, a Winston-Salem State, they may just walk right by each other. Because it's just like two colleges, you know? But I said if I would have the HBCU grad, they're going to stop and ask me.
Which one?
You know, which one.
Where'd you go?
And they can spark up a conversation and, you know, lead to, you know, whatever else. And then I ended up meeting somebody who, you know, and then they ended up inviting me to a party.
The plugs.
And he was a plug. He made Vegas go from 0 to 100.
Yo,
Real quick.
Real quick.
That strip is not a game. You ever been to Vegas, Langston?
No, I haven't.
Bro, you gotta go.
That strip, not a game.
I haven't.
Oh my
gone.
God.
I really want to go.
Not a game.
Vegas
that
is
strip
where
is
it's
not
at.
a game. Another place, New Orleans, Bourbon Street, not a game.
Haven't been there
I
either.
haven't been to New Orleans when as above 21 years old.
To New Orleans, Bourbon Street,
Haven't been there. I heard the stories are great.
Oh yeah.
not a game.
The only
Good time.
bits and pieces that
You
I've
want
seen
me to
is
tell you
on
about
Cops.
Vegas? I mean, not Vegas, New Orleans. I can't take that city past about 2 or 3 days.
Oh yeah.
After that second or third, because see the thing about Vegas has like other little attractions and stuff. Like you go to New Orleans, you going to party.
You're
Like you ain't
Period.
right.
If you ain't visiting family or something, you going to party.
Yeah.
Like
Eat
that's as
beignets.
candid as I can say it. Unless you're going to party.
Unless you're there on business, and that's very rare. That
You're going to.
That's true.
If you go on business, you're going to party. You go to New Orleans. They put conventions in New Orleans so you can party.
True.
After 3 days of that, your body says no.
Yeah.
I must stop.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
that's
haven't
what
gotten
did.
to that point.
And did too. The last time I was in New Orleans, it was Essence Fest too.
Ooh, all the beautiful black menses and womenses.
Let me tell you something.
Ooh,
I
child.
listen. I was walking around. I feel like I saw like 50 women I wanted to marry on sight.
Ooh. Beautiful.
On sight. I said, y'all.
I gotta get to an Essence Fest and find a husband.
Too fine. I'm like, Jesus, they were too
Let's go to
fine.
DC
And I was
or
right
Japan.
listen, that was the summer I got out of college, so I was really feeling myself. I was growing my beard at the time. So I was like, I am out here. I was meeting people like I had the southern accent that was like, oh, you from the South, but you're not from like Louisiana South. So they was like
It was light. It was a light
It was like
sprinkle.
that, but then
It was a sprinkle.
But because I was at Essence Fest, it was people from everywhere. So like people, and I'm telling you, as a man from down south, I don't know what it is about how we talk. Women from like New York,
Ooh, child.
New York,
Country accent.
New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland.
Country
love
accent.
the way that down south guys.
I don't know
talk.
what it is about it. It's just, it's fire. I'm just like, yes. Where are you from? Tell me more.
One
I'm
time
so
Evan
interested.
said, "Where you from?" And I said, "She was like, so where is that?" I was like, "South Carolina." Where at in South Carolina? I was like, "Is she trying to get me to talk so she can hear my accent?" This is before it started to. It's still there a little.
Oh, no, you say some stuff, and I'm like, whoo, that was country. You're like, no, it wasn't. I'm like,
But that was when I first moved here, it was rough, which makes me think it was even
rougher.
Worse.
But when I first, I know, Liz, I'm gonna tell you, when I first got out of college and I moved to Indianapolis, they probably couldn't even understand me.
That's
That's the Midwest. Like
I need subcaptions.
They couldn't.
I need subcaptions.
Yeah, they couldn't understand me. I said something one time, and my professor was like, but as I kept talking, she understood what I was saying. But also too, she had went to school in North Carolina, so she got it. And then another one of my professors had lived in South Carolina, so he got it. But the one that was from like Minnesota, he was.
Oh, God.
That's like the Chris Rock joke.
God.
Chris Rock said the only black people in Minnesota are Prince and Kirby Puckett. Now, if you ain't keeping score, both of them have passed away.
No.
Let that marinate and think about it.
That's why you gotta stay in PG.
No. But think about it. Chris Rock said there's only 2 black people in Minnesota, Prince and Kirby Puckett. Both of them passed away. So what does that mean?
There's no black people in Minnesota. Oh my God!
I'm joking.
Chris Rock, you're hilarious.
I'm joking. There's more black people in Minnesota.
It's like 5.
They play for the Vikings and the Timberwolves. They play for the Vikings and the Timberwolves, okay? Or they go to Minnesota and they plate football. Okay?
True.
I'm joking. There's
And
black people
volleyball.
there. But last question for you, Evan.
All right, I'm ready.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh God, I hate this question.
This is a great question.
Where do you see yourself in 5 minutes if you get
Trying to get some food. I'm hungry. I haven't finna hit the gym. 5 years. Let's see. That'll be 20. Well, I'd definitely be full-fledged PT. Not in school no more.
Doctor.
I'd be Dr. Evan Slaughter. Woo!
Slaughter gang?
Oh, Slaughter gang.
Slaughterhouse.
Dr. Slaughter. All right, I'd be Dr. Slaughter. Let's see. In a perfect world, I'd be living in New York in like a high rise in the city. In New York City.
Brooklyn?
Preferably Brooklyn.
Okay.
And like
Shout out to Brooklyn.
a condo or maybe like a brownstone or
Ooh.
something. Ooh, right. I'm trying to have money.
First of all,
Okay.
did we just step into an episode of The Cosby Show?
Yes, I think you may have. All right.
Get
If it's not a
you a
brownstone,
brownstone?
I want like an apartment or like a condo with floor to ceiling windows.
Okay. Oh,
In the bedroom.
Okay.
All right.
I like
want
this.
Yes, I want a big bed. I'm sorry. I'm getting real because I love houses and I love like
Same.
decorating and stuff.
Yes.
Y'all watch HGTV?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We were just
I
watching that
know.
at work. Usually we
Bro.
have ESPN on the TV, but then we
No,
put on HGTV. We
all
watching
day,
Wednesday.
bro.
Yes.
House
My
Runners?
mom loves it.
Householders?
Property
International.
Brothers? Come on now.
Oh, Property Brothers. I love them.
They're
Come on,
okay.
man. Flip a flop.
Oh,
I love
y'all
that show.
talking
That's a good show.
about?
All right. Yeah.
That's I don't usually talk about my love for HGTV because it's not horn
HGTV
like
is.
that.
Oh,
Well, you just found good.
Oh God!
I
All right,
too. But
so
I'm well rounded.
you are, yeah. HGTV,
I don't watch-
country.
I don't watch
Country.
ESPN all day.
A little sports.
I get a little HGTV in there.
a little home improvement.
I can.
little home improvement.
That's listen. That's what you call balance. I can go from Property Brothers to Power.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead. What else?
Okay, let me talk about life.
Ceiling to floor
Ceiling to
windows.
floor.
Okay. Yep. I want a nice kitchen.
Okay.
I want at least 3 bedrooms. I need to have an office because I'm going to be doing paperwork because I want to be a sports physical therapist.
Okay.
So after I graduate,
You want to work with like professionals? Excuse me. You want to work with professionals or you want to work with like high school, college?
honestly, it doesn't really matter, especially where I start. I guess eventually I like to work with like professionals, but I like college kids and I like honestly working with kids in general. So I don't know, I might stick to high school, may go to college, may go to pro, with whatever opportunity comes. But in a real like world, like hopefully like fantasy, I really want to work with like a college team. I want to be a college team. I'm also getting my strength and conditioning coach certification this summer. So I also want to be. I have a lot going on with me.
And not to jump the gun, but the Instagram and the Facebook over holiday break was popping.
Oh,
now and that inspired me to get in the gym. And everybody knows
look at me being. I'm inspiring the people. That's what I never
get in the gym. I sure to go for my little 3 weeks.
That's what I'm here for. Hashtag hit miss. 25 days of hit miss. Hey, I mean, it's not December. It's February. But
did you try one of the exercises?
I tried. It didn't go very well, but I tried.
It was tough.
Not all of them were hard, guys. I don't only post hard things.
No. It was
no,
Dad. But no, I'm saying like a couple of them were like pretty tough, but you gave modifications.
Hashtag modification Monday
for a lot of stuff. And a lot of stuff was like, for at the house when you just chilling.
Hashtag at home workout.
Right.
If you at home and you watching, Netflix, why don't skip the intro. Do planks during the intro.
Yeah. Right? In case you got 45 seconds right there.
That's a nice little 45 seconds to a minute. I just came over there at the top of my head.
You did. I could tell.
You know what I mean?
I could really tell.
If you watching Blackish or whatever, commercial break.
You got 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Get you a couple dips on the
couch. Right. I have there's a video of a whole couch core series. Yeah. You don't even have to get off the couch.
Ooh.
And you work out your core.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Get on the side, get you some what's the Bulgarian squat?
Oh yeah, split squat.
Bulgarian split squat.
Elevated split squat where you put your foot up on the couch and then you just do some lunges.
Yeah, it was all up on the comfort of your own home.
Right.
And look, it's
no
funny.
Embarrassment.
It's like, man, this stuff gonna be easy.
It ain't.
And then 30 seconds come.
Yeah, then you start getting to that minute range. You're like, okay.
Oh,
and that leg get a little wobbly.
Wobbly legs. Baby giraffe legs.
Every time.
Muscle start tweaking out a little bit.
But what? I guess this is my follow-up question. I said it was last week, but this is a follow-up. Why New York, though?
Because New York is fire.
It's
cold.
So
it's cold. It's cold around here, too.
I'm like New York adjacent, though, because I love all New York rappers.
Like Method Man. Method Man.
Name 2 Method Man songs right now.
He's fine. Period.
Okay, so
I like him in the acting stuff.
I know. You still watching The Wire?
Actually, I fell off The Wire. I fell off because I
gotta get back on.
I gotta be in the mood to watch certain shows. And I just haven't been in the mood to be like sad.
The Wire isn't sad.
But y'all said somebody is about to die soon, and I gotta mentally.
People die all the time on The Wire.
Oh my God! Can I live?
No.
Not
all right.
On The Wire.
Thank you for having me on.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'll get back. Okay, fine. Since y'all pressuring me, I'll watch an episode tonight, and then usually if I watch one episode, I watch the whole season.
Oh yeah, if you watch one episode,
I watch at least
on season 3, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yes.
Oh, season 3. For all my Wire fans out there, y'all know what happened in the end of season 3.
See, I'm not at the end. I'm at episode 3 or 4?
5, 4, 5,
I've never
6.
watched it, so I'm totally out of the loop right now.
He never watched it. You don't get on him.
Oh, I've told him.
Trust me, I get grilled every week on this podcast. It's great. It's always a
oh, it's great.
It's always another thing.
I've told him. You gotta give him The Wire, man.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta catch it with Power first.
Oh, I didn't even start that.
I gave up on Power with Evan, but at least we got in The Wire,
Mm-hmm. There's some other black stuff too, like New Jack City.
Haven't seen that one.
Belly.
Nope.
That was my favorite one.
I
watched all the Friday. Okay, first of all, I watched all the Fridays before I met you. I knew all the black. I know some black films, like
Medea
Poetic Justice. Count. But did you just say Medea?
Medea doesn't count.
Oh no, I don't like Tyler Perry for real.
I didn't watch Fall from Grace, but I heard it's not good.
I heard it was decent, but the wigs were awful.
I saw my boy that used to be on the game. I said they did not put a high top fade in 2020. This is man.
That sounds weird. 2020 sounds weird.
Good vision though.
2020.
I got 20/20
20/20
vision.
vision.
As soon as I put my contacts
I was about to say,
in,
you definitely don't.
Yep.
Oh, am I the only one here that has 20/20 vision in 2020? Man, look at that.
It's going to be 2021 in a few months, though.
I know. And then I could say I'm a doctor. So, I mean, whichever way you spin it, I'm winning.
Ooh. Ooh.
Winning too.
Ooh.
I'm winning too.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
I guess I'll be when I'll graduate.
When do you
finally.
graduate?
21. May
Oh,
21.
samesies.
Yeah.
We got another, what, a year and a half?
Year of struggle.
It's going to be all right. It's going to
It's
be all
gonna
right.
be
We're going to make it.
Hey.
We're going to be all right.
For sure.
It's going to be a great time come graduation.
Yes,
I know.
it is.
It
Ooh,
is.
child.
But, Evan, thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
That
Thanks
was a
for
lot.
having me. This was really fun.
I'll give you some off-air homework real
Okay.
quick right before you go.
Okay. Oh, God.
Can you go listen
Listen to Method Man?
to like 2 Method Man
Oh, of
songs.
course. I like his voice.
He
So
got bars.
I know.
He got
I can't name him, but
Like,
I've heard of him.
Don't give me. I'm sorry, Blason. I don't went off on
There
this
we
rap
go.
tangent.
Out of the loop again, folks.
I don't know this rap tangent, but Method Man got bars. Okay, you know I'm not gonna yell it out, but that's why I feel like I'm New York adjacent because I like all the New York rappers and all of them got bars.
True.
Like Nas, you know who Nas is?
I know who Nas is.
Biggie.
Yep.
I know you know Jay-Z.
Uh-huh.
Nicki Minaj.
She's from New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
She from Brooklyn?
No, I think she's from like
No, she from
Bronx.
Queens. She from
Queens. That's what it is. Yeah.
You know Fabulous?
Kind of,
beige.
sort of. Very
I
loosely.
reached a little bit with that one, but he
Yeah,
from
he-
Brooklyn too.
yeah,
But yeah,
he's-
like the Brooklyn adjacent. I'm like, I told you I'm Brooklyn adjacent.
Okay.
I wore my Timbs yesterday too. Couldn't tell me nothing.
You and taking footwear from other people's places, like you and them foams. Evan, I'm wearing my foams today. Yay! Congratulations.
I'm
really.
not gonna lie, foams are so comfortable.
They are comfortable.
They are
but
comfortable, but they've passed by now.
They have.
But thanks, Evan, for coming through. Appreciate you. This is I don't even know the time, but I know for
I
a
feel
fact
bad
this
for our
the longest
producer in the back.
podcast.
We've
I
been
know
here a
this is the
while.
longest
I'm sorry.
podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm such an interesting person.
Yeah, but I had to cut it short
Man.
because I got an intramural game tonight, time to ball out.
But-
with
I
some-
have a volleyball game tonight
Yo,
with
come
who?
out and support.
with Trevor and Heather. I play in a men's league, and I'm pretty
woman.
good.
Ooh.
She plays in the men's league.
Oh man,
She's
if I
a
had some
woman.
hair to flip, y'all couldn't take me.
See, I was going to get to that topic in the curls because the curls look great. I think they're
Ooh,
like,
thank you.
popping.
Thank you. I cut my hair myself now. Do it if it look a mess. Let me know in the comments down below. Oh, it's not a YouTube video.
oh,
No,
yeah,
you
well,
can
yes,
get
it
on
is a YouTube
Oh,
video.
let me know in the comments down below if my hair looks a mess. If I look a mess.
You good, man?
I mean,
good.
You good?
I just came from work, so y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get.
Hey,
For sure.
let them know.
I've been saving lives. Saving
But guess
these.
what?
What?
If you want more of Evan, where do you
Ooh.
go? Where do we
If you
find
want
you?
more of Evan Slaughter, here we go. You can find me on Instagram at Evan, EVANN, Lutionary, LUTIONARY. So Evolutionary.
I love it.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
Same thing. YouTube. Same thing.
Snapchat,
Same thing.
You can find her on all the things.
Facebook,
Evan Slaughter. Yeah.
Slaughter Gang.
Yeah, gang. LinkedIn, Evan Slaughter. I mean, just Google me, baby.
The best slaughter though is your mom. I love your mom.
Shout out to Carla Slaughter.
Your mom
And
is so
Patrick
cool.
Slaughter. Shout out to Patrick.
Shout out to your parents.
Shout out to my parents for making me.
Right.
Because I
That's
mean,
usually what parents do.
Big facts.
They
yeah,
make
they make greatness, right?
Greatness.
Not everybody's parents. Some people's parents. Shout out to Aaron. I love you. That's my little brother. I love you, Aaron.
Gosh, this is the first I love you shout out. Well, no, Cedric shouted out his wife
And his kid.
and his kids.
Oh, dang.
Said happy wife, happy life.
Hey, that was a lesson.
I mean, yes, that's true.
Oh goodness! But thanks for coming.
Love you,
through,
future
Evan.
husband. Don't know where you are. Find me. It's ghetto here. It's ghetto. I don't like this. Find me.
Find me,
Thank you for
future
coming to my TED Talk.
husband. But find me, future husband. It's ghetto
It's
here.
ghetto. It's ghetto. Ghetto here.
Like how ghetto?
Super ghetto.
I'm not whispering anymore.
Wow. Sorry.
They probably can't hear us. Anyway,
But anyway, sports recap. We love a sports recap, so let's dive into that real quick. Women's basketball got a win this weekend over Morgan State, 71-61 on Friday, and then on last night, which was Monday, they took a loss to Coppin State, which for some reason I couldn't find the score to. Does anybody know what it was?
66-63, I believe.
Yes.
No, it was 66-63. Speaking of sports information, some technical difficulties happened, so that's why it's the score is some things happened. But I was in the building. 66-63 was the women's score.
Yep.
And then on the men's side, they also played Morgan State and Coppin State. They fell to Morgan State 61-53. And then this one just burned just a little bit. Heartbreak. I showed y'all the video before the game, before the show.
And then we were talking about buzzer beaters.
Oof. But March Madness next month. But Coppin State had some February Madness last night. They won. Coppin State won 68-67. Hit a shot at the buzzer right after our freshman Deshaun Phillip had hit a three. He's from Baltimore. His family was there, loud all game. So it was like, I was like, yes. I was like, this is going to be a great story for me to write. Hometown. You know what I'm saying? Because he actually grew up, I think, less than a mile from Coppin State. So it was great.
That was like his
family
game.
Was there heavy. And that dude from Coppin State hit that shot at the buzzer. And it was like, took the air out of the building. And then the wildest part, our guys ran off the court and then they called us back out there for 0.3 seconds. But we had to go the length of the floor. And if you know anything about basketball, you can't shoot a shot with 0.3. It has to be at least 0.4, like that Derek Fisher play from a long time ago. So, I mean, unless – and then they had like a guy that was 7'1".
Huh?
Yeah.
At Coppin State?
Yeah.
That's different.
He had 17 rebounds. He was everywhere.
He's huge.
Yeah, he was like 7'1". And so they put him on the – like guarding the ball. So, I mean. We couldn't get a good pass, and it was a lot. But it was, tough one for us. But both teams will be back in action this Saturday.
Featuring the second most enrolled HBCU in the country. FAMU.
Yes, tie that in, Langston. I love it. I love a tie-in.
I was also going to say Saturday is take a kid to the game day.
So bring your kids.
If you got kids, if
your
you got cousins,
your nephews,
if you got nephew, niece, babies.
Yes.
Bring everybody.
Kids at the church.
Yes.
Bring them to the Heights Center on Saturday, starting at 2. And if you have somebody that sells Girl Scout cookies,
you might want to show up.
Make a killing on Saturday if they here. I'm kind of on a diet, so I'm off the Girl Scout cookies.
But if they show up, I'm getting a box.
Let me tell you something. I get my hand on a sleeve of shortbread.
Trefoil's on my.
Yo, but what about Samoa's though?
Samoa's out here, but
them mints are fire.
But shortbread?
They're not called shortbread. You're gonna call them by their real name.
What are they called now?
Trefoils. They've been trefoils this whole time.
No, OG. They OG shortbreads. The ones on the sleeve. The little man. Stop. Shortbreads.
In the comments down below, let me know what they really call.
Let us know.
My mama call them shortbreads. I'ma call them shortbreads.
All right.
And then to switch it up a little bit, softball just had an interesting weekend. Started off their spring swing, as I like to call it, and didn't have the best effort out on the diamond.
Yeah, but it
improving.
I talked to their coach earlier today. They had it snowed while they were there. They had a really windy day.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
North Carolina was not kind, but they'll be in the best state in the union, South Carolina, next weekend.
But Maryland got the best state flag though, so we just gonna leave that there.
Facts.
I don't care about no state flag. But have you had some
slaves?
Have you had some barbecue from South Carolina?
But we got the best crabs though with Old Bay.
That's too much work.
Y'all tried that Old Bay hot sauce?
Oh,
I don't eat hot sauce.
What?
Okay, we gotta end it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Talk about it next podcast. The fact that really don't eat.
Well, also
hot
too,
sauce.
our baseball team does start their season this weekend. They'll be in Georgia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
but some people say Georgia.
Georgia.
This weekend, Valentine's Day weekend, playing Mercer.
Yeah.
Also, Valentine's Day this weekend. Everybody be safe.
Right. Tell somebody you love them.
Tell somebody you love them. Call somebody.
Right.
Write them a letter.
Write your husband. Come find me for Valentine's Day.
Somebody find Evan a lover. And and women's golf is also in action this weekend too.
Lots of action.
Little Route 13 rival, Delaware State. They'll be in action this weekend for a little exhibition match. So that should be fun to watch.
And as always, go to EasternShoreHawks.com. That's where everything is at for the Hawks. All the social media handles. Eastern Shore Hawks, Eastern Shore Hoops, Eastern Shore Softball, Eastern Shore Bowling. Everybody's on Twitter.
Everybody's got an account. So
Instagram,
find your favorite sport.
ES Hawks on Instagram, on Facebook.
Eastern Shore Hawks.
Everywhere.
The website.
Make sure you support your Hawks. And also join in on the conversation for the Talk of the Shore at #TalkShore, or you can email us at mdtalkshore@gmail.com.
Let us know who you want to hear from next, what topics, all that good stuff. We read the emails.
We read the emails, and
So
the
send
thing
them
is, we don't know exactly what the people want if they don't tell us, but we want to give the people what they want. So if you have a certain guest you want to hear from, or certain topics you want to have addressed, right there, Talk Shore, or in the email, and we'll tackle it on the next podcast. And you can find this podcast on all platforms.
On all the platforms. Wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get your podcast. Also, the visual version.
Yep.
It's a little bit of alliteration for you people out there. It's on YouTube. So
just look up the #TalkShore or Talk of the Shore podcast on YouTube.
And like,
you
share,
can see
subscribe.
All 6 episodes.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get all
people,
notifications when we upload.
Yeah, don't forget to share.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe.
Share with your
Hit that
friends.
bell. Ding, ding. Get notifications when we upload. Oh, yeah. Can you tell I love YouTube? I love YouTube.
I can go down that YouTube rabbit hole. Shout out to Evan. Evan put me onto a YouTuber that I love.
Shannon. Shan Boudram.
Yeah, she's great.
Watch her. She's great. She does a lot of things.
She's
that are
very,
great.
no, seriously, she's really educational.
She is.
She's
Relationships, stuff that happens in relationships.
She's very.
I'm not there yet, so I'll say.
No, no, it's not a relationship person. She talks about a lot.
she talks about like a lot of things. Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
you have to.
Yeah, she's.
Well, check her out. Check us out.
Regularly.
Check him out on social media.
I'm stopping, Evan. I'm stopping. You know why I'm stopping?
Please stop.
All right,
We'll tell you off air.
But check
Also,
him
follow me on Instagram, R_Wardlaw, on Twitter, Ray_Law12. I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook at Ralan Wardlaw. Don't follow me on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Don't follow him on Snapchat.
Don't follow me on
Don't do
Snapchat. If you find me, I'll probably add you back, but you're not gonna see anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
it's
not
kinda
on
bland.
Snapchat anymore.
What about TikTok? You can find me on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok either.
I don't have any videos, but you can follow me there.
But yeah, follow me on Snapchat. We can, I'll send if you send a snap to me, I may send one back. But if you're looking for a story about what I'm doing, go to my Instagram. Proud of it.
Right, go to Instagram. Read the stories on our website. That's what we're doing. We're working.
Don't get me
Building stories for you.
Yeah, I don't get much sleep nowadays.
That's
But
Yeah, follow him. Follow me.
summertime is coming.
I'm at Langston Frazier on Twitter. Langston Frazier on the LinkedIn. And you can also follow my other podcast, The Langston Frazier Show, at #TLFSPod. And yeah, new episodes coming soon. So get ready for that.
That's
Also, all you Hawk fans out there, make sure you continue to watch Hawk Talk with Will DeBoer.
Will DeBoer.
Come out at the end of each week. And just make sure you do your best to support all the Hawks, support all HBCUs, especially
each other.
especially the MEAC, Shout out to the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference.
Support Black businesses for Black History Month.
That's
and
true.
for the rest of the months too.
I know. What's the March month? Is it Hispanic month? Or which one?
I'm not sure. It's either Hispanic or Asian. Because I was just talking to somebody.
Yeah,
I think it's Asian because Tom was talking about it.
Oh, he was? Okay, cool.
Well, when we come back next week, we'll let you know what the actual month is going to be for March.
Yeah.
But until then, thank you for listening to Talking to Shore, episode 6.
My name is Ralan Wardlaw.
And I'm Langston Frazier. We'll see you next week on Talking to Shore. See you later, people.
Thanks, everybody.
Applause.